Good day, mates. I am Bill, the Asian Pirate, and welcome to the Crazy Egg Roll, the one channel that you need to go to in order to learn your basic cooking techniques and recipes. And today, for our inaugural episode, we've been challenged by the Jared Crocker channel to outcook him. So this will be my entry, and on today's video, we will be making St. Louis style ribs and a sirloin steak on my Power Smokeless Grill, as well as baked potatoes and corn on the cob. So let's get cooking, shall we?
Okay guys, first off what we're going to do here is we're going to open up my 2 packages of St. Louis ribs. And I have to apologize for the video here in the beginning. I bought a new tripod and I didn't realize that it was recording in portrait mode. Now after getting these unpacked, what I decided to do is cut these slabs into half racks. That way, once they're boiled in the water, that they'll be easier to manage, less likely to fall apart because they'll be very tender at that point. And usually when I do whole racks like that, they tend to want to fall apart before I can get them grilled. And then once you get the ribs cut, you're going to put them in a stock pot and make sure that they're covered in water. And here you see me checking the ribs. I noticed that they're going at a pretty good boil, so I'm going to reduce the heat because you don't want to cook them too high too quickly. And here's a trusted cook's friend. This is a vegetable brush that I got from Publix, and I'm just going to scrub my veggies clean before cooking them. And once you have your potatoes clean and dry, you're going to want to poke the potatoes with some holes. This will allow steam to escape. And then once you have them poked with holes, what I like to do is I'd like to take some extra virgin olive oil, give them a nice little bath here. And then once they're oiled, you just give them a generous sprinkling of kosher salt, or you can use sea salt. If you're using regular table salt, you're going to want to use less because it is more concentrated, and if you put too much table salt on there, it will be super salty. And once your potatoes are prepared, all you got to do is wrap them up in foil. You're going to put them into a 425-degree oven for about an hour. Next we have the corn here, and the market that I bought these from, they already came pre-shucked. So if you need some stress relief, go ahead and buy the ears of corn unshucked and shuck away. But with these, all I had to do was wash them and make sure there were no stray strands of silk. And as you see here, it's easier for me to just whack that knife to get those ears to split. And I'm just splitting them up to make them more manageable servings and easier to put on the corn cob holders. I'm going to add a cup of milk to the ears of corn with water. And I'm going to add about 3 or 4 tablespoons. Preferably you want to use butter, but you can use margarine. This household that I live in, they all swear by Country Crock. And I'm going to put a little pinch of salt here just to season the water. Give everything a little mixy. And for today's cook, we will be using the grill plate. Now here I have a sirloin steak that I'm going to prepare for the family. I'm cutting off a section for myself because I like my steak medium rare, or as I like to say, still mooing. I will add that to the grill after their steak gets a head start. Next, I am going to season the sirloin on both sides with garlic powder, kosher salt, and black pepper. And once they're ready, I will throw the sirloin onto the grill. And what I like to do is I like to put the steak kind of at a diagonal on the grill plate. And then after it gets a good grill line going, I'm going to rotate the steak 90 degrees so that it gives you that nice diamond pattern. And after cooking it for a few minutes, I'm going to flip it over and look at that beautiful diamond pattern. That is the money shot. And then I will do the same thing on the other side. Meanwhile, I'm going to take I like to use Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, and I'm going to add just a couple drops of gochujang. It's a Korean sweet pepper paste. They don't like a lot of heat in this house, so I have to be very conservative with it. So I just put in a couple drops just to add a little bit of heat to it. I also added some Worcestershire sauce to the barbecue sauce, and I added a little bit more honey. And then after stirring, you're going to take a taste to check the seasoning. Now, as you see here, I've got the first rack on the Power Smokeless Grill, and you can tell that the meat is done in the boiling stage when you pull it out and you see how the meat has contracted on itself and you see more of the bones jutting out on the ends. That is your clue that the meat is pretty much ready to go on the grill. And this is a process that you're going to repeat 2 or 3 times until your ribs are cooked to the doneness that you want them to be done. And here you go, folks, the completed meat. On the left are your St. Louis ribs, and on your right are the sirloin steak that I cut into slices. And the final plating includes the corn on the cob, the baked potato, and I also had some butternut squash.
And that's it, guys. That's my cooking video for the ribs and steak. As you can see, the steak came out perfectly medium rare. And I'm going to take a bite. Man, that steak is good. And I'll tell you, if they sell this in your area, definitely get the Seminole horseradish sauce. It's like Arby's horsey sauce, but way better. And then this is how the ribs came out. Like super tender. Excellent recipe, guys. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon to receive future notifications, and give this video a thumbs up so others can find it as well. This is the Asian Pirate. Live long and prosper.